That's where a lot of our resilience comes in. And it's not that.
It's the Supreme Court that everybody should be aimed at. Everyone should be focused.
Is it even safe to come outside without protective gear to do something as simple as collect your mail?
The longshoremen and the community came together and jumped over the hurdle of hate.
Police officers, is that something that was created by the state as well?
Yes, and this is largely a reaction to the Black Lives Matter movement, the Blue Lives Matter movement.
Our country is in turmoil, and COVID-19 has shut down our schools, leaving our classrooms empty, and African American male students and their families in particular have yet another hurdle to overcome.
And to help school districts change and evolve.
It takes more than just one person to do. Thank you all for joining me today.
You're welcome.
So here we are as African American people on the heels of the killing of Mr. George Floyd, and his murder sparked worldwide protests, as we know, and immediate police reform and social policy reform and the re-examination of the constitutional liberties and rights of African American people everywhere.
Firefighters are first responders to unimaginable life and death emergencies. They train to save lives, but coping with the weight of the noble task of being a firefighter can lead to an internal fire of depression, anxiety, and sometimes suicide. Who will answer?
Traumatic stress injury is no different than breaking your leg. With the proper treatment.
The coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic has us on high alert. We are all paranoid as the numbers continue to rise across our nation. As a news reporter, it's my job to go out into the community to get the stories. Is it even safe to come outside without protective gear to do something as simple as collect your mail? I typically would never use this much Lysol or any kind of aerosol sprays.
Okay, this
So
is how
why did you guys go for SSA and not hire a private investigator to investigate that?
This is my take. We felt like
When many times, not all the time, but when many times it comes right back to they felt wronged over and over and over, they were unheard, and they needed to vent that anger in some way. And so, of course, no one's going to condone someone engaged in workplace violence, but when you pick apart the details of what led to it, many times you can understand why they got there.
And that's why I really wanted to have this conversation. We have got to get to the bottom of our issues, not just as Black people, as all people. We have got to pay attention to why things are happening the way they are. This platform, the Bay Area Mental Health Hour, is about mental health, but it is about the bigger picture, the whole human being.
Alicia Mayo joining you again. I'm still here at the 5th annual Brian Culbertson Napa Jazz Getaway. We're in a beautiful scenery. We've had some great music going on, and now guess what? I've got one of the greatest bands in the United States with me.
The last count I had, we had 26 vetted clinicians that deal strictly with firefighters. And
Oakland's homeless and housing crisis is growing rapidly. Warehouse residents throughout the Bay Area are concerned that they'll now be added to the growing number of homeless. I'm Alicia Mayo in San Francisco.